Well, let's
Wendy's
go ahead
in
and I'm going to
Dallas,
call this
Texas.
meeting
She
to order.
sent Tim that email.
Fiscal responsibility.
Good evening, Vicksburg.
Dual use.
It is 7:02, September 15, 2025. It's your regular session for your village council. Meeting's in order. I'll ask you to join me in a pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll just take a quick moment of silence, and I ask if you're of a praying sort that you do so and pray for the soul of this country. With that, if you do a roll call, please, Christian.
Trustee Wagner. Here. Trustee Reister.
Here.
Trustee Cox.
Here.
Trustee Fields. Trustee Kissinger. President Pro Tem Keller.
Here.
President Frisbee.
Here. We have an agenda in front of us tonight. I'll ask Jim, was there any changes or additions?
No, sir, not from staff.
Anything from the council? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Support.
All those in favor of the agenda as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, we have an agenda. I see no scheduled appearances, no public officials. Time for citizens' comments. If anyone would like to speak to this council, now's the time to do it. Seeing none. If you wouldn't mind saying your name and your address, please.
My name is Jacob Kaiser, 11823 Oakland Drive, Schoolcraft, Michigan. I'd just like to address the council on behalf of State Representative Matt Hall. Matt Hall and I would like to thank you for what you do and how you support the village of Vicksburg. It really helps the state and just, helps takes things off of that. And, just I'm glad that you serve and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Jacob. I think I'm going to pass on comments tonight. We have our general consent agenda from our last meeting, August 18th. You have warrant reports, event requests from the high school homecoming parade, September 19th, community impact weekend, the Bridge Church at the Harvest Fest Pavilion the 19th, and a mobile vendor application for Cinderella's food truck during the Harvest Fest. Is there any corrections or additions, or entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved. Support?
We have motion and support. You do roll call, please, Christian.
Trustee Cox.
Yes.
Trustee Reister.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
President Pro Tem Keller.
Yes.
President Frisbee.
Yes. Thank you for that. We have just one action item in front of us tonight. I'll let Jim get into it, but it's a water system improvements.
First off, I'll start with an apology. When I put together the agenda, I obviously had our Congressman Tim Wahlberg's name spelled wrong, and spell check didn't catch it, but just had a couple letters transposed. But it involves the area between Washington, Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Highway Street. The council's aware, and we've announced to the public a couple months ago that through our Congressman Tim Wahlberg, he supported a direct spending request utilizing the federal budget dollars to upgrade all the water mains, and those are 170 residential units, and the school's administration building are all within that area. We're thinking good thoughts. We do believe, as if you're keeping tabs federally, the federal budget, the continuing resolution expires September 30th. Obviously, there'll be either a continuing resolution, more than likely in 60 days or so. But we are in this fiscal year federally, hoping that direct spending request, as all of them across the nation, get placed into the budget. This project has to be completed regardless, as it's the survey for that area with doing the testing and serve to make sure all of our easements. It has been our goal, like the project that we just had this past 10 months north of the middle school, that we place our water mains outside the roadway. So in the future, if we have an issue with a water main, we won't be digging up roads. So it's just making sure and establishing the legal boundaries of where our easements are in that geographical area, as well as doing the soil testing that's needed to be done. We did add the Kalamazoo sewer sanitary pipe. That's a clay pipe that's well over 100 years old. In the last 7 or 8 years, we've had twice significant issues so we've asked Prine Newhoff to include that in the construction. As most of these projects they're on the drawing board many years prior to dirt turning, but we would anticipate being able to go, if it goes well federally, that we would go out to bid no later than the spring of 27, and to make this a shovel-ready project. Total dollars that would be the congressional direct spending are 80% of total cost, or right around 4.1 million. So it's pretty significant savings to the utility user in Vicksburg. But this work needs to be done because those services are all in the lead line category. So regardless of timing, and the results of this testing are good for a decade.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the village manager enter into a contract not to exceed $70,000 for the data collection that will be necessary.
Trustee Wagner, I support.
Any further discussion or questions?
Yeah, Jim, just for the scope of the project, how many more of the lead lines were going to be covered under this scope compared to like our goal for total replacement?
We right now will have a report, it might be January, has to be finalized and filed with the state, Prine Newhoff. We had received a 100% grant that was called a potholing exercise that's been completed, where they tested X amount of percentages. And then we think, and I'm going on memory, but I think it was right around 640 or 650 addresses that would have needed to be replaced. We're a little over 200 that have been done. This would be an additional 171. So we would be well over 50%. The legislation expected 5% per year for 20 years, and we're 7 years into it, so we'd be well above the average. So
this starts up at our interceptor at where? Does it go up to Prairie Street, or is that all the way down to Highway?
No, it goes in Highway Street to the south, Michigan Avenue to the west, Kalamazoo Avenue to the east, and Washington Street is the north border. The project in 2021 did the water mains and connected lines to the business corridor north of between Washington and Prairie, as well as Prairie Street. The residences, same thing. That project did all the residences on Prairie Street all the way to Wilson.
Yes, you did.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions? So we have a motion and support. We'll do a roll call, please, Kristen.
Trustee Reister.
Yes.
Trustee Cox.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Trustee Kissinger.
Yes.
President Pro Tem Keller.
Yes.
President Frisbee.
Yes, motion carries. It takes us to our Village manager report.
Yeah, the one item I wanted to bring to the council's attention was, again, it's a utility infrastructure project that has been on the drawing board since 2019. It does involve the Spruce Street lift station as well as a new force main that would go up to Zeilman, go north on Sprinkle Road all the way to Zeilman, where it connects to a gravity feed into Kalamazoo's treatment facility. We went out to bid August 25th on that project. We will open the bid September 25th. We are anticipating October 6th and no later than October 20th to present to the council our recommendation on that contract contingent on a couple USDA funding. That project we're anticipating right now to be $11.5 million. There is a federal grant through the EDA that the village received that is of $3.8 million. So right about 38%, 34 to 38% of the cost is covered on a grant federally. So we're hoping that we had a pre-bid meeting, and we're very pleased with the amount of companies that responded and came here right in this room. And so we're looking forward to it. But again, that's a pretty significant component of Vicksburg's infrastructure system. And that project has already been calculated within the utility rates. So it will have no impact on utility rates as long as the bid comes in $11.5 million or less. So.
Was that it, sir?
That's it.
All right. It's going to be an extremely quick meeting. Any updates in the tree committee?
I do. I have a little blurb that I would like to just read. It's not long. The It Takes a Village Tree Project thanks the council and village manager for the support. Our spring planting was delayed due to the warm temperatures of spring and summer. These trees were planted in early September, and we have the next batch ready to go for a late October, early November planting. We have had to delay planting for several interested residents due to their addresses being within the boundaries of the upcoming water main replacement project. We hope to work with the village planners to continue our work in these areas without disturbing the work that needs to be completed. We were excited to get to talk with residents at the Berg Days, the Vicksburg Community Schools tailgate, and during a lunch and learn program through South County Community Services. We are happy to continue to receive donations as more citizens learn about this program. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
President, having said that, the Lions Club would like to have maybe in November, have someone,
Who is the president now?
it's not me,
I know. Who is it?
Adam Fort.
Adam Fort.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Diane Fort's husband.
Okay.
And Diane's the secretary now, so.
Okay. Thank you. You know, if you could give me Adam's contact number. Okay.
Thanks for that. Seeing that Wendy's out, she didn't give me a Parks and Rec update. Is anyone else?
Yes, there's next Monday, the company that's facilitating the master plan update for Parks and Rec will be here on September 22nd, and we will be throughout this week encouraging people to attend that meeting. It is a public meeting where we'll be providing an update. Unfortunately, I have another commitment that I'll be at, but staff will certainly be here. So next Monday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. will be a formal update with the Parks and Rec Committee on the master plan survey results and that, so.
Takes me to cats. Well, there was real uneventful, but there was one thing that really jumped out. Two things I should say. The Act 51 money in this state that's been historically given to municipalities and cities and villages is about $6 to $12 million behind the rate of inflation. So I know a lot of municipalities are struggling, the state's struggling with the money and the funding. Here's another one that I found very interesting. The Portage City Manager talked about Portage Road. They just entered into a agreement with a design engineering company for Portage Road. And their goal as a city is to reduce, they called it calm Portage Road. And with that, they're gonna move a lot of traffic to Sprinkle Road.
Are they really?
You know, that's the intent, is to try to get it off of Portage and move it over to Sprinkle. So that's gonna be part of their, in the meeting I was gonna tell you about was September 9th at Portage City Hall, but that has passed. But that was it, the two takeaways I had from the CATS meeting. Planning, was there?
Planning was canceled.
So that's what I read.
The meeting was canceled just due to no items, no action items.
I do, on the Planning Commission and Downtown Development Authority, their October meeting, which is the second Monday of October, which I believe is October 13th, at 7 PM, will also be the Downtown Development Authority yearly update meeting, where we'll have the data for the summer events and people coming to Vicksburg, as well as kind of an open house. But it's legislatively, we have to have that once a year, so it will be the next meeting in October. And I'll confirm that's the 13th.
Yeah,
It is.
Christian did.
And we'll get an update from Carl on the fire board.
Nothing on sewer?
Oh, no, there was nothing of note.
I would love to say no report, but that's, you know, it's not accurate. I said that earlier. Well, gonna blow that, so.
Talk fast.
Okay,
I'm turning my chair sideways for comfort.
okay, honestly, we've been having a lot of meetings, but it's been a work session. We've gone to 2 meetings a month, although we did cancel the first meeting of this month because there wasn't really anything happening. I am now on the HR committee, as well as the apparatus committee and the finance committee. So I'm getting committed out, but we did applications for a new administrator, and I think we had between 20 and 25 applications, or resumes, let's put it that way. So we spent 2 hours kind of going through and kind of sifting through them. We are contacting the ones that via email that we're going a different direction with, but then the ones that we want to call in for an interview, the chair is going to personally call them, contact them. So we're hoping to do that starting next week, start having interviews. So for like 2 or 3 days in a row, we'll be doing that. Other than that, pretty much about it. We do have a meeting this Wednesday night at 6 o'clock at the old ambulance building. I know we are gonna have a meeting at some point. We're gonna have it at Schoolcraft Township Hall, but I don't know exactly what day that is yet. Other than that, Jim, do you have a status on the roof for Station 2 at all?
Yeah, it's, for the fire station, it's, I'll probably by the end of the month know, but certainly by the end of October should be installed.
I know Mike pretty much said they were gonna try to get going on it end of September, first.
Yeah, that was the last update I had from Frederick's Construction, who's being the village's owner rep on that,
Right.
that it was anticipated to initiate prior to the end of September.
Okay,
And,
okay, just so I can let them know.
yeah,
And other than that, the new fire truck that we don't have yet, that we probably won't take delivery until late summer of next year, our intention is to make final payment on that before the end of October. So it'll be paid off before we receive it, so. That's it.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
Could've been worse.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to hold back some of the funds till you get some
And
kind of,
we pay interest on it. We have a performance bond, so
And a date is attributed to that performance
There
bond?
is, well, no, but there is a bond towards them that they have to provide the equipment, they just can't skate out on us. So even if we pay it off, because we're trying to not pay all the interest that's accruing.
No, I agree, I
So,
understand.
so we get that paid off, we save quite a bit of money in interest, but we have a performance bond in place so that they have to deliver what we're buying. They can't just do a switch or oh gee, sorry, so. So we're covered, we're
Could it be
covered.
October of 27?
No, it's gonna be 26. We've been getting schedules, production schedules, and we're in the line, because they don't, like every other manufacturer, they don't have these things sitting around. They get it, and you know this, they get it in a schedule, and say if it's scheduled to be produced March of 26, I mean, it'll be done in probably 4 weeks, you know, be done and ready to go.
Gotcha.
But we're being told it probably is gonna be late summer of 26. So, which is about, we were told 30 to 36 months when we signed the document, so.
Pretty
not
close
really-
to schedule? or-
Yeah, they're not really outside the window.
Good, I know everyone's looking forward to that. So that takes us to members' time, citizens' comments for anything you'd like to speak of. Hearing none, I thought I'd offer the opportunity. Trustees' time, we'll start with trustee Kissinger. Oh, I'm sorry, trustee Cox is on the other side, you're blocking her. She was here on time, that's right.
Here's a line to be fine right now.
Actually, I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Trustee Kissinger.
I apologize for being late. It's been one of those days. Working from home has its perks, and then sometimes you go back to work after work is over. So that was my evening tonight. No comments.
Trustee Wagner.
Just a brief snippet on the Portage Road. It was maybe 3 to 5 years ago, I saw their initial plans for boulevards, 2 lanes of traffic, calming a whole lake center, like walkable, friendly, kind of a downtown atmosphere. So I think it sounds like they're still moving in that direction. I didn't see anything from those original proposals, but if they want to move traffic to Sprinkle, it sounds like they're definitely going to be shrinking that traffic on Portage. So for all of our commuters in Vicksburg, get ready and start adding 5 minutes to your commutes. But hopefully, it's a beautiful project, and hopefully it turns out well. Nothing but the best, but please consider your southern neighbors in traffic.
Yeah, I should mention, because I probably failed to update the council, this, I think it was this summer, it could have been spring, I was contacted by the city of Portage. We have a good working relationship, and that's exactly what it is a road dieting, calming in the Lake Center Portage area, and there's a lot of benefits actually to Vicksburg residents and vice versa for those coming to the village of Vicksburg via that entryway. And we actually sent a letter of support because I know they had a pretty detailed plan to acquire funding from multiple sources. And within that, it talked about the benefits to us as well as Portage if they can accomplish this. So.
Can I actually ask a real quick question? With the redirect, what is the status update then with the roundabouts perhaps on Sprinkle Road?
Well, I don't know the specifics to that. I think my hesitation is, and Tim might through the CAT's presentation, I think the traffic moving to Sprinkle will be the commuters going north of the 94 corridor. It's not like there's going to be an organized detour or direction, just the calming and road dieting north on Portage will people, if they don't want to commute through there, their choice would be to go to Sprinkle Road, Oakland 131. But the benefits to that corridor and the commercial corridor in that area will be substantial is the anticipation.
It does make sense. You'll come home at 5 o'clock, 5:30 on Portage Road, down past the lakes, and if people aren't going 50 miles an hour, they're they're not moving, that traffic is flying, and it's pretty dangerous. You want to stop into the restaurant or turn into the grocery store there, you're taking your risks. So I think that's the intent of Portage Road, and as Jim made a good comment, it's not gonna be an intentional redirect, but it's gonna be slow the traffic down, so you may just think if you're going to work in the morning, as you said, 5 minutes more, I'm taking Sprinkle Road instead. It's just, yeah, they're real serious about it. They had the funding. They've said they've contracted, initiated the investigation on it and the design work, so it's moving ahead. Trustee Reister.
Well, I would just like to plug the Harvest Fest. It's coming up September 28th, the last Sunday in September. It's a wonderful activity for the family. It is a free activity. The only thing you really have to pay for there is if you want to buy some food. We always have a wonderful turnout, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody. So hopefully everybody will come to the Harvest Festival, September 28th, here at the Vicksburg Historic Village and the Pavilion.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have a lot for the night, but just to, oh, over here. Oh, yeah, there he is.
You did intentionally, I know, because you had a smile on your face. Yeah,
I haven't done it in a couple of weeks. You gotta let me
Yeah.
know.
It's been a few months. You've done great.
yeah, not bad. I don't know, I don't have a lot to say either, but I've been thinking about this all weekend, obviously with what occurred last week. And being we're all public officials, you know, this is, the tone of this nation, as Tim said earlier, you know, pray for the soul of this nation. I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, violence in any form is not acceptable. It's not an acceptable way to handle a disagreement. You can disagree, but don't be disagreeable. And, you know, this is a nonpartisan board, but we all come from different backgrounds. But amazingly, for the number of years I've been on this board, we have been able to work together. Yes, we don't always agree on everything, but we're not disagreeable with each other. And I just hope the rest of this country can find it in itself to tone down the temperature and the rhetoric and try to move forward as you know, we are one country. So thank you.
I'm gonna leave it right there, Carl. Amen. Thank you for that. And with that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you for being here tonight.